Hey, beautiful brave hearts all around the world. Rita here. I am in West Kelowna, beautiful British Columbia. I'm right here at the La Health and Healing Clinic in West Kelowna. And I'm going to give you guys my phone number 250 579-2337. And so what we do here, 2773, sorry, my apologies, guys. So we got cell sonic regeneration and Wolfe Non-Surgical and Med Bad. But for today, I'm actually having this beautiful lady back, Katie, from Universal Ostrich Farm from Edgewood, British Columbia. And we're going to be jumping on this very important topic. And again, we cannot emphasize that it's not just about this only one farm. It's about all the other beautiful souls and farms who are not against, but sort of against the government, very strict regulations and everything else. So here, darling, let me introduce. Well, I'm sure you guys know, but for those who just started to follow us, Katie, I have Katie
Hi.
here from Universal Ostrich Farm, and then she's gonna be telling us and introducing us to regarding what is really going on her beautiful farm with these gorgeous animals. I can't wait to see you, darling, there one of these days.
I know. I'm really excited to have you here, Rita, one day. It'll be fantastic. And hopefully,
We're close to each other now. We're getting closer,
yeah,
darling. So we're gonna make this happen. Yeah.
good.
So please go ahead and then fill us in what is really going on.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Rita, for having me to just kind of explain where we're at. Today's 176 days of healthy, beautiful, naturally immune, robust animals that weigh about 350 pounds, 9 feet tall. They are the most amazing prehistoric animal that you've ever seen. And so 176 days today. We are having a farm aid concert this weekend at our farm in Edgewood, 301 Langill Road, Edgewood, British Columbia. And that farm aid, you can go to farmaidcanada.com to find out more about that. We have an amazing lineup of people. Tamara Leach is kind of helped put this together, along with Marty and a big group of people. We have Arthur Pulowski will be here presenting and speaking, and all
Oh
in,
wow, he's one of my heroes. Seriously,
yeah,
one of my heroes. Oh my gosh,
okay,
we've been following him and because yeah, because I'm from Hungary, right? And then he's
yeah.
from Poland and we just totally understand what he was talking about the regime and
Oh,
etc. Cool. Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be, so that is Saturday night. He'll be here and be doing Cowboy Church on Sunday.
This
And
Saturday, so July the 12th, July the
that's
12th. But
right.
we're gonna
Yeah.
have we can have more information, right? Yeah. On
Yes. And
yeah.
so that is this weekend, Friday to Sunday. And you can go to farmaidcanada.com to find out more about that.
Okay.
It's really exciting because what this is doing is bringing like-minded people together that see a very big problem with the government overreach, with organizations like Canadian Food Inspection Agency, where we are falling through the fractured organizations that need repair, to start restoring the balance between that eroded trust between the agricultural sector and these organizations in the government, as well as they went after our truckers, they went after our frontline workers. Now they're coming after our agricultural industry, which is our backbone to Canada nutritional food supply, and have dedicated their lives to doing that. So we're here to protect all of that, as well as bring awareness to the fractured and flawed system of the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, with the stamping out policy that has got us to this position with our ostriches and fighting for their lives. Um, a nation united can change its future. And I think that's what we're trying to promote here at Universal Ostrich Farms as much as possible, is unity, no division. And as our farm is preparing for a formal appeal in Ottawa, we will be presenting our appeal in Ottawa on July 15th. And
Oh,
that starts at 9:30 in the morning. We will be in Ottawa. So that's a big deal.
okay. Okay.
That's a big deal.
We will be with you. We will be with you. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
please
we will be
do. I
with you
don't
for
know if
sure.
there's a Zoom call, a Zoom link for that. We have a lot of people flying out to Ottawa to sit with us, show their support and solidarity. Uh, history has shown time and time again that, um, real change doesn't start from the ground up. Or it rises or it rises from the ground up, sorry, and with the heart and our strength and our integrity, it doesn't come from the powers above, the powers in the
No, because
organizations.
it is a different structure.
It
They
is
think, they're just doing their jobs. They're set in a different way, but it does not look like they're serving humanity anymore, serving the average
no,
people.
no,
And
Rita, you're
it's a
so
structure that has gone out of hands, out of control.
well. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency has been operating with
Completely,
excessive freedom.
completely. So, darling, briefly for new, yeah, oh, right, right, right. Yeah. So, darling, Katie, my dear, briefly, if you don't mind, just for those new viewers, because we're picking up like new viewers and people
Yeah.
are just joining. So, in a couple of sentences, or just briefly, if you could just summarize what is really going on, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Rita. Here about in December, we had what from an anonymous call that went into Canadian Food Inspection Agency saying that we had H5N1, that they were sure. We were approached by Canadian Food Inspection Agency, which they wanted to test a couple animals that had deceased. We did have something happening at our farm, but they asked for two deceased animals to perform two PCR tests on. So they would not give us testing on our live animals. They would not give us testing on any animals that had never been symptomatic or had any issues. They were, it's been overreach at its highest level. We have asked Canadian Food Inspection Agency to work with us. Our ostriches are not for food. They are flightless animals that we are 135 kilometers away from any city. We have been threatened 6 months in jail and $200,000 fine if we independently test our animals to prove their health. We are 176 days, like I said, healthy animals that have had no symptoms and we've had no deaths. Canadian Food Inspection Agency will not work with us. We have been to court now. We've had an appeals, we've had judicial review, we've had stay orders to protect their lives. We've had an amazing and overwhelming support network from international support, from RFK, from Dr. Oz, John Katsimadidis out of New York, Jamie and Stephen Shear, which are lawyers in New York. I attended a Florida
Even in
conference.
Australia, right? Even from
Yes,
Australia.
yeah,
Even from Australia, right? Yeah, 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 yeah,
it's been
yeah. If I
absolutely.
made something, if I just made something, and so you're not allowed, to independently test, and the government is calling that we're in democracy. I mean,
Mhm.
if you don't see this, if you don't see, people don't see that something is really fishy here, not kosher, then I don't know what to say. I don't know if people can't see that.
No, it's and I think in the world, it's easy to feel small, in the face of broken systems, powerful institutions, the headlines that are all over the news. But I think we really need to stand together, unity. We carry something stronger than policy, and we have the ability to change policy. These our animals, our small farmers deserve these policy changes. I pulled up some really disturbing facts from all the way back in 2004, 2005. And
Mm.
they were having meetings back then, stamping out animals, but some of their sentences were that even farmers should feel like they're visitors in their own barn. We are people who put every day you put your feet on the ground. In the middle of the night, you're waking up to check on cows that are calving. You're checking on a horse, or whether it's cows or
Right.
pigs or ostriches. You've dedicated your lives to the health and well-being of these animals. And even if those animals are going to be processed as if it was a cow, these animals are still touched every day by the farmers. They're loved. They're given compassion in the humane ways. To say that people don't love their animals, even if they're going into our food chain is really ignorant. Our ostriches are not going into the food chain, but we need to protect our small farmers. They're trying to push out. I mean, look at the raw milk. Being able to just go and backyard chickens to be able to have your own fresh chicken eggs. They want to put a cap on everything. They want to control everything. They operate with excessive freedom. They have no accountability, and they've been being able to do this for decades.
And
And
yet, sweetheart,
yeah,
they are allowed to be producing synthetic
this is
burgers,
great.
meat, and we don't want
Mhm.
to get into that, but yes, it is
No,
there. And the bug, insect
yeah,
protein and
yeah.
seriously,
Well, and these aren't, the policy issues, these are reflecting the real consequences of farmers, the integrity of our agricultural system, and they are meant to be changed. Policies are not meant to stay in order for decades and decades without review, but yet we've allowed the Canadian Food Inspection Agency to operate for decades and decades without review. They have 2018, 2021 audits that they have failed miserably and have never no accountability and made no changes. We've had the support where David Eby sounded like he was really on our side, saying he was frustrated with the Canadian Food Inspection Agency on one breath. Then we had Heath MacDonald, our agricultural minister, say that it may not result in our animals being slaughtered, but they've retracted that. And they're kind of saying, well, whatever Canadian Food Inspection Agency sees that is fit to protect public health. Now, you have
mm,
to remember that Canadian Food Inspection Agency, if we were such a public health threat, they have not been boots on the ground or at our farm for over 4 months. So there's been no additional testing besides the 2 PCR tests that they've run. They're
mm,
threatening us to 6 months in jail. They've not done any soil or water samples. They can't be that concerned to public health. We've had hundreds of supporters come through here. Everybody's okay. Our
wow.
ostriches are doing fantastic, and we continue to do fantastic. So I think that should speak for itself that we are a recovered flock
Mm.
that should have all of its own support. That we've been contacted by vets all across Canada saying, wait, we have a recovered flock. Why are we not researching this and seeing how how this
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
how this
yeah.
can help others?
See, the thing is, with power and everything, when there's a overreach, they don't like
Yeah,
people like yourself to be questioning.
no,
They don't like to be asked like why not? And
yeah,
then how could you diagnose? How could you have like anything if there is no grounds, there's no testing, there's nothing. And
no,
why?
yes,
What is the
absolutely.
reason? Why? You
Well,
guys put everything to the table. You're honest. You put everything to the table, and
yes,
yet, right? Like these guys just
and we see
want no
them,
answers
no, and we see
just
them
because they're
pushing
the power.
yeah, well, this is the moment where we remember who truly holds the power. The people do. And we have to understand when we speak with compassion,
Yeah.
truth, unwavering courage, that we can make the changes. That even makes me emotional because you just need to take a stand and you have to stand up before it's too late because
Yeah.
they will be knocking at the next farmer's door. And
Yeah.
you remember that part of their policy is that they don't even need a positive test to kill your animals. They can come on our properties in Canada. Canadian Food Inspection Agency policy shows that they can come on our properties in Canada and kill every animal on your property based off suspicion. So we're
Suspicion.
we're pushing our farmers out. They're pushing us into these 15-minute cities. They want us to lose our land, lose our rights, lose our right to nutritional food supply that we control, that they don't control. They want the control over our food supply. They want to inject our food and our meat with mRNA and vaccinations and antibody. Yeah,
And they want us to be on Neuralink.
yeah,
I know maybe yeah, they want us to be just zombies and that's it. Yeah.
yeah.
I actually just shared a very interesting video. I might send it to you as well.
Please
It's
do.
called The Agenda.
I watched it.
Yeah.
Yes, please,
What is
everybody
the agenda?
go.
But guess what? Guess what? No problem. We're not fearing,
Yeah,
right?
no.
We're not fearful because we have our own agendas and we are uniting. Because if not, it's gonna be too late, and then it could be just a zombie land,
Oh, it
and a
is.
bunch of cyborgs, and that's it. And our children, what are they learning,
Mhm. No.
right? What are they learning?
Yeah, we need to teach our children that we can become a force that can restore justice, protect life, rewrite the story of our country. We can stand up for these things
And
to make positive change.
freely, freedom,
Mhm.
freely as a human, yeah, God-given right to be free,
Mhm.
have any grounds or foundation or anything or proof of
Mhm.
why they would even be killing
Back in
any
2000,
animals, not just yours, but any.
yeah, 2004, 2005, they even made statements that it should be illegal to have pigs, chickens, and cows on the same property. Who's making these laws that for as time has been written, our animals have lived together. They've been fine together. And I think maybe we really need to start thinking about maybe it's their stamping out policy, which is stamping out natural immunity, that's putting us most at risk. Because with no natural immunity in our animals, we are creating new diseases, new viruses, because these animals are mutating into this is where the tuberculosis in cattle and Newcastle's in pigeons. So maybe we should start to really redefine the stamping out policy and start to look at the implications that that's going to have on humanity before it's too late. And that's what we're really hoping here at
Exactly,
Universal Ostrich
exactly.
Farms, that we have that ability to say enough is enough. We draw the line in the sand. We're sitting on the edge of our seats, and we have been for 6 months. No farmer should be ever feel this way. We are looking at creating an association for the small farmers to give them a platform, a table, to have a voice, to be protected, and have money that flows into that association so that they can actually feel comforted that they could fight in situations like this and not be bullied and steamrolled, because we are
Yeah.
being steamrolled.
Sorry, is this just being foreign? When will you have that? Or you're gonna
Um,
have all the information later, right? About this?
we're
Yeah,
working on that
perfect,
now.
perfect,
Something
perfect.
really exciting happened in the US on July 4th, and that was that the Trump administration has put forth a bill that is stopping the stamping out policy, stopping the cullings because they see the problems. They're giving the rights, they're protecting the farmers again. It gives me goosebumps. Canada, with that being our largest trading partner, which they've pushed and shoved down this whole 6 months, saying, due to our trading partner policies. Then we had a letter from RFK offering collaboration and saying, wait, we see something so significant here that could help animal and human welfare naturally. We're offering to
Mhm.
collaborate with Canada and work with the family, the farm, and bring something to the table that could help humanity in a natural way. And that was met with complete silence. So, but
Mhm.
our largest trading partner making the better decisions to stop the stamping out and culling. I really hope that Canada really looks at that and says, well, maybe we should start taking some lead from one of our largest trading partner. And if they're not doing it, we should be able to revisit our own policies and start to save our own farms, because we're
Well, we got to
jeopardizing.
start in our own yard with our own people. I mean, that's fantastic coming from the, largest trading partner
Yep.
like the US. It's
That's a
fantastic.
precedent.
Man, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
But well, maybe they could be like a backing up power or anything, but we got to like start something. And what I wanted to say is I know it's very tough on you or whatever, but everything's got a reason. Everything's
Mhm.
got a reason, and I'm sure the reason why you guys started this, or you are the face for the whole Canadian farmers. You
Yeah,
are the face. You are the frontline hero. You guys are heroes, and people are just stepping behind you, and it may not have worked with any other farmers because it's like a lot of people say, "What can we do? There's nothing we can do." No, you're saying, "Yes, this is what we're doing together." You are the
that's
voice. Oh
we
my
are.
God.
And it makes we don't think of ourselves that way, but we didn't actually know how bad the problem was till this happened to us. So, now that we know how bad it is, we definitely have used our momentum to
Yeah.
stop this from happening to all other Canadians. And we deserve a voice, and we deserve to be heard, and we deserve to be treated like the experts in our fields that we are, which are the animal handlers. We know our animals the best. We know how to treat them. We know how to care for them. And along with that, no testing, 6 months in jail, they also put no treating. So if we couldn't treat our sick animals out there and have them recover, every farm out there that's given the same quarantine policies, well, they don't even have the chance to treat their animals and show that, oh, actually, I was able to use this natural treatment, or I was able to treat their water with, I
Yeah.
don't know, just, because we know, we just know that there is natural treatments for our animals, and we know how to make them better. And
Well,
so,
you
but
guys are the experts. You guys are the experts. They're sitting in
right.
an office, not even willing to come out. You feel their heartbeats.
Yeah.
You know these animals, they have names.
Do. Yeah, they have names, they have personalities. For your audience that may have not, heard before, but we have decades of animals here. Our oldest ostrich is 35 years old.
Mm.
They have been part of our life for decades, and they all have names, they have personalities. We do research with antibodies. It's a natural production. We have antibodies, they have antibodies, and they are a prehistoric animal for a reason. They've survived millions of years on our planet due to their robust natural immunity and their antibodies that they're able to produce. So, our ostriches are
And all
found.
you guys are trying to, and all you guys are trying to do is actually to help humanity with these
That's right.
beautiful birds.
Yes, and we've been doing that for that research has been for over 4 years. So when
Yeah.
we started to see the threats and the fear of COVID-19, and one thing that has been really we've been so proud to do is that during the H5N1, this whole hype of it, I believe that we've done a significantly good job at educating, dispelling the fear here at Universal Ostrich that H5N1 is not something to fear. Like I said, I'm not a doctor to say that there might not be somebody that would ever die from it, but there's people who die from a common flu, or,
Right.
every day, immune compromised, or if there's something going on. But
And
we
now you're
are,
opening a can of one because it's not it's regarding yeah, the previous things
yeah, I
before.
know. And all it
Exactly.
is,
That's a can
and
of one.
Big Pharma does not want us around because we offer a sustainable natural solution that would actually make people not need the vaccinations that they're pushing, which, we should not be taking anyway. They're not healthy, and they don't have the science that backs them anymore. I'm not a scientist, and this is my opinion, but
Yeah.
I have heard in this journey of the 6, 7 months, I've heard some of the most mortifying stories of vaccine illness and the losses. I have had a
Mm.
couple of people that have passed, that, and it was right after there's like a third shot. So I don't know. It's all hypothetical. It's just
That's what I'm
speculation.
saying. This is another
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is another like
yeah.
topic, a can of one, but totally,
But
totally. And then
we're all
we were
connected.
actually, yeah, we with Dr. Judy Mikovich, whatever, we had like a full show on, and then
That's
there's
great.
all around the internet what is really going on. But the
Good.
bottom line is that you guys are not even allowed to go and to have the freedom in a democratic country
Yeah.
to go and
No.
have like the third opinion
Yeah.
and you are threatened to be
Yeah.
in jail and the fine
The
just because
freedoms.
you want to bring justice.
Yeah. The
People,
freedoms
please
have to be separate.
understand. Please, brave hearts. Everybody, please understand this. This is the most profound basis of this whole thing. You
The
guys are
freedom,
not allowed
the
to
freedoms have to
prove
be
that
restored.
guys, this is nothing to be fearing of, and you know what to do with the animals. And yes, you're not a scientist, but you're the expert.
Yeah.
And of course, you wouldn't want like a whole a disaster or extinction of the human race,
Yeah.
from this whole thing.
No,
So
we're in our animals, we're losing lack of biodiversity, genetic diversity. We're losing our farmers, we're losing a sustainable food supply. And at the end of the day, we need to stand up together, protect it, restore our freedoms, restore our broken trust within flawed systems. And we
yeah,
deserve the right to be heard. So we're standing strong. In Ottawa on the July 15th is going to be really powerful to see what will happen with the Canadian Food Inspection Agency and public
yeah,
interest and the voice of the people. The voice of
yeah,
the people has been so strong. Nobody wants to see these almost 400 ostriches get slaughtered for no reason. They have many years to live still, and we have many years to enjoy them on this planet still. And to see them come in with
yeah,
a third party that comes in to kill them. Canadian Food Inspection Agency does not have to handle that on their own. They do not, like you said, they sit behind a desk. They do not need to see these animals dying a bad, hard death. And for what? For
yeah.
what? Yeah.
And
So
and again, I can't emphasize enough, not allowing you to prove.
that's right. Yeah.
To have
You're so
proof,
right.
and then hopefully these beautiful people who are watching and listening and following you and us and everything, brave hearts, hopefully they understand the bigger picture, that it could be a domino effect
Yeah.
into the future when we were talking about the children too. It could be a domino effect. So you're the face for the whole Canada. You're
Yeah,
the face, guys.
and let's just stay united. We have the ability to make change when we stand together. So stop the
Perfect.
division, come together, stop the killing of
Yeah,
animals, and
yeah,
let's make the powers be more accountable, transparent, and let's let them know that they work for us. It doesn't, they work for us, with us. They're
exactly,
supposed to be working
exactly,
with us and not taking that freedom away. So
exactly,
I
love.
I have a lot of hope.
Yeah. So do
And
I. So do
and
I. And
people can oh, sorry, Rita. People can support us as well just by following us on
yeah,
saveourostriches.com.
yeah.
And you can go to my Facebook page,
I
Katie.
was just gonna ask. I was just gonna ask about repeating that, please. Yeah, all your contacts, and then about this
Thank
event
you.
again, please.
Thank you, Rita. I know my mind can get so full. Everything's been happening. It's so much going on. You can go to saveourostriches.com and you can donate there. We're going to be like $400,000-$500,000 in legal fees fighting this for all of us. You can go to farmaidcanada.com for our event this weekend and see the lineup of singers and speakers, and join us in Edgewood, British Columbia, 301 Langille Road, Langille Road, and come be part of this weekend, supporting all Canadians and Canadian farmers. And you can go to my Facebook, Katie Pasitney, and my last name is Pasitney, and I try to respond to everybody's messages as well, and any questions. And we just need
Yeah,
to stand together right now.
exactly. Exactly, my dear.
Perfect.
Exactly. Well, I know you got a lot of things
Oh,
in your beautiful head and on your mind and everything, but take a deep breath. The lion heart.
yeah,
4 seconds in, 6 seconds out, and then you know
I,
what? You're not alone, sweetie. You guys are
I
not
feel it.
alone. We're behind you. A lot of people, beautiful souls are behind you guys, and then you know what to do, and then just taking the steps from there. And we are
Thank,
united. You guys are
thank
not
you.
alone.
Thank you,
Okay.
Rita. Thank you for everybody listening, and thank you for everybody's support along the journey.
This is why we're human beings, support our sisters and brothers. So have a lovely day, love. Thank you so much. And then catch up later and
Absolutely.
go and do what you need to do, darling. Go and
And
do
you too.
say hi to everybody there, okay?
I will. And thank you, Rita, for everything you're doing at the clinic. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Lots of love.
Have a good one. Have a blessed day. See you, darling. Ciao, ciao. All right, beautiful brave heart. So again, this was with beautiful Katie from Universal Ostrich Farms, Edgewood, British Columbia, and Rita here at Lacram Health and Healing Clinic in beautiful West Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. And yeah, again, darlings, so right here at the clinic. So we offer Wolfe Non-Surgical, the best body therapy, body work, and cell sonic regeneration, medbed, and we also have Avacen and Bioptron. So our number is 250-579-2773. Thank you, darling, and have the best day of your lives. Thank you.
Stop pooping in your pelvis. It's time to let it go. Shaking like Elvis. Feel the funky flow. Don't let it weigh you down. It's time to take the stage. Free yourself from the chains of your digestion cage. The scoop on poop is the truth you need. Daily cleansing tea is the secret seed. Don't drop your core on the floor, my friend. Let the rhythm move you till the very end. Rotten to the core, the way to be. Find your inner groove with the cleansing spree. Flush out the toxins, let your spirit rise. Feel the funky freedom in your thighs. The scoop